What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ride Dad channel, or welcome if it's your first time. Either way, very glad to have you. We're doing new risers. We're doing Kraus isolated kickback risers and also a T-Rex pullback plate. Talk more about it in a few seconds. First, we gotta roll that intro.
Riding down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a
All right, yeah, so Kraus products. This is what we're installing. We have a Kraus TREX plate, which, and I'll correct myself on the subtitle if I'm wrong, should push it back about 2.5 inches. This was originally created for touring bikes, but everybody keeps using them for Softails, hence why I have them. And then these are the normal Kraus kickback risers. Something interesting to note, they're called isolated risers. Specifically, you know, these are the pullback ones, but the straight ones are the same deal because they have an internal bushing system. For those of you familiar already, prior to watching this video, there are bushings in this top tree mount. You could buy, you know, the stock Harley bushings are pretty much junk, but you could buy harder ones. I have currently Alloy Art Good and Tights in there, which is a polyurethane bushing, not a complete like solid metal bushing, which they have also, which would be the next that I could think of, the next step up as far as like completely isolating any kind of movement. But basically, the taller bars you get, you definitely always want to make these bushings even sturdier because it's going to isolate, you know, how much wiggling you have, and all your control is going to be directly from that. These are called isolated. Chair got stuck one of the wheels. These are called isolated because they have an internal bushing system. So within this area, and it would be obviously same concept for a straight, be this kind of little area, there is a bushing system internally in this. So when you mount these guys, they come with bushings already, and it's basically they're just on just as placeholders right now with the bolts, but they're basically these are, let me loosen this a little so you can believe me. Let's see, removable, there you go, and this is the black one on top. They come with solid bushings, basically just solid pieces of metal. So why this setup, right? I have a 2-inch pullback right now from Bunking, or from Builtwell, not Bunking. I was looking at the Bunking ones. From Builtwell, I don't have any like real issues with this. I'm changing my whole setup though. I'm going with an aggressive mid-bend bar from Thrashin. Why did I try to put a G on the end of that? And then these. Why? I have something pretty exciting coming up for this bike, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. A few of you who I actually talked to, like personally on Instagram and stuff, already know, but that's coming soon, so we'll talk about that when it comes. And when I was on my long trip for the Tail of Dragon this year, and we were riding a lot and stuff, I felt like I needed some more pullback still. The top of my shoulder area, like back of my neck, you know, that whole area, just got a little bit like sore. I had, like, you know, like pressure points and stuff like that, because my shoulders were a little bit far forward for what I wanted. Also, my hands felt more rotated than I would prefer, which is hence the reason I got the Thrashin aggressive mid-bend, which is basically the mid-bends are comparable, very, very, very similar to the stock Lowrider S bars, but the aggressive mid-bend is basically almost like a completely flat bar. There's barely any of the angle for the pullback in there. It's very similar to like a motocross style, like a dirt bike handlebar style stuff. So I got that. We got these. I guess we'll go ahead and start it. You guys will see me, I will drop the tank only because I'm doing a full bar job, but the bar is not going to be in this video, just these risers and everything, which means I need to access that grommet. So I'm going to drop the tank and then we'll start taking everything off. All right, so they're all done. I am in the middle of doing a bar job as well, which we'll talk about in a different video, like actual new bars. Like I said, these are the Thrashin' aggressive mid-bends. And because of that, I had to do a lot of other stuff that you didn't have to do as far as just swapping out your risers. Something you definitely do have to do is take everything out, you know, all your electricals over there and feed them out of your old risers and into your new risers, but you obviously don't have to touch the bars at all. And you do not have to drop your tank. I've done this many, or lift your tank, take it off. I've done this several times without doing that. However, after doing it one of those times, I will probably never do it without doing that again. It is incredibly easy and quick to take your tank off on these, and I've talked about that in a past video. With my actually my other risers, I believe, or no, my spark plugs. I believe that was a video I did that. Either one, touched on it in a different video. With how easy it is to do that, you have this whole space free to actually get in here and mess with the actual grommet and all the wires and everything. Obviously, as you can see, the bike is not 100% together, and that is because I am going to do things the right way this time. The last time I did it, I cheaped out and I just bought some cheap wires from Home Depot. They're like the real thick, not super thick, but you know, thick single, I don't know if it's 6 or 4, whatever it is, real thick single copper wire for the turn signal extensions, just to, again, be cheap. And because of that, I soldered. This was also years ago when I didn't know how to solder correctly and everything. I've come a long way. So I just went ahead and cut them off here, and as soon as Harley opens, I'm going to buy the turn signal extensions. However, with the turn signal extensions, I'm going to cut the end off and then solder them on here, so there's just one fluid piece and it goes directly where I need it. And then that way I also don't need to have it super long if it winds up being too long. Yes, you could order them probably better and cheaper from somewhere else. However, I didn't decide to do this until this morning. So I'm going to just go ahead and go out to Harley when they open and buy those and then get everything completely done. I also am not sure what I'm doing with my power vision. It will fit the existing mount I have from my machinist. I double checked, it will fit on this. I have to get the tank and everything back on first to see if I have enough room over here for it, or if I have to mount it this way, and then if I have to mount it this way, what angles, and obviously everything that goes along with it. So that is why everything is kind of in shambles right now, but all the other wires, and you know, this is on, as you can see. I placed you guys at a good angle so you can exactly, you know, see where everything would be. This pulls it way back, and then obviously the pullback, you can do straight risers as well if you like the look of straight risers. It's just a really cool setup. And again, I have the mid-bend bars on here right now. If you had a typical bend bar, you would have even more pullback in the bars, but this is what we got going on right now. And the install is super easy. Like I said, those bushings, when you take the clamp, the top clamp off for these risers, you can see the bushings and the bolts right in there. Other than that, everything is hard mount. I showed you guys exactly what to do with it as you would normally do it. The only other thing I can say is go to Tucker Speed and order these parts. I will put a link for everything I used. And just for the heck of it, I'll throw in the Thrashin' mid-bend aggressive bar in this video as well, in case you are gonna buy everything all at once just like I did. Definitely check out Tucker Speed, order everything from Tucker Speed. They have some cool new merch coming out as well. I'm super excited to get my hands on that and see exactly what it is. But they are very good people who do a lot for the motorcycle community and are actually genuine. Their customer service is above and beyond what you would ever expect and what you typically, sadly, get from shops nowadays. And unfortunately, I don't live near them. Otherwise, I'd go in person and have some stuff done by them too. But that's a while down the road. Maybe I'll take a trip over there and get something cool done. It's been something I've been thinking about. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like this video. It helps me out a ton. Make sure you're subscribed. It's the Riding Dad channel. What other YouTube channel would you subscribe to? This is literally the peak. This is the best. Make sure you check out my Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Instagram is the easiest way to chat with me if you have any questions, or if you want to send me a picture about something that you're doing or whatever. I talk to you guys all, literally like every day on Instagram. It's almost somebody new, and we chat and everything. A lot of guys I talk to all the time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching very much, and until the next time, ride safe, have fun, Dad out.